everyone, this is Roxy Slayer, and today I'm back with another round of movies and TV news to report on. We've gotten some incredible updates recently, and I'm ready to give you the best scoop you need. But anyways, the stories I have for you today will have you excited for where they lead. The cameos it could have been in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, with surprises that will shock you. David Tennant and Catherine Tate will return to the world of Doctor Who as the iconic 10th Doctor and his companion Donna Noble, and Stranger Things Season 4 has received its first reactions, as well as leaked information regarding the premiere episode. All that in this episode. We've got some intriguing information regarding the cameos and scenes that were cut from Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Apparently, there was originally going to be more characters than intended in this film, even if they were part of the Illuminati or not. James Clement from the Weekly Planet podcast revealed that Marvel had planned more characters to be included, such as Deadpool and Magneto. Here's what he had to say regarding the matter. So somebody sent me a list of 5 characters that were going to be in this movie. So apparently, the Wanda killing MCU model was real. That was going to happen. Michael Fassbender was going to turn up as Magneto. I said to my source, were any of these filmed? And this person said, filmed but ultimately cut from the theatrical version, which my source relates. Balder the Brave is mentioned, though not given a name. Ghost Rider, which is very interesting, as a member of the Illuminati. He was going to fight Wanda and probably die, and Deadpool was going to be in the post-credit scene. This is very interesting insight, as it tells us the likes of cameos we could have gotten. It's cool to imagine what kind of role Magneto could have had in the story, as in the comics Magneto was Wanda's father, so maybe that connection would have been present in this universe. Michael Fassbender's a terrific actor, as it is rumoured that he did film a scene for the film, but it ended up being cut from the theatrical version due to possible reshoots. It would have been amazing to have seen Deadpool, as he could have appeared briefly in a post-credit scene, bringing his fourth wall breaking charm to the MCU. While it would have been hilarious to see, I think that scene with Bruce Campbell's pizza popper made more sense, as he broke the fourth wall in the same vein Deadpool would. So maybe this end credit scene served as a replacement for this cut Deadpool appearance. I think it would be better off to bring Deadpool into the MCU through his third film, where he'll find a way into the Marvel Universe without having to make a small cameo in anything else. I don't think a cameo appearance would do Ryan Reynolds justice, as the film had introduced the new character Clea in its mid-credit scene. Recently, it was reported that Daniel Craig was originally going to film a cameo as Balder the Brave, but due to scheduling conflicts, he was replaced by John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic. This would have been awesome to see, but I'm glad we ended up with all the cameos we got, and it was amazing to see these characters on screen. But anyways, what do you think of these scrapped cameos? Would you like to see these characters in other MCU projects? Share your thoughts in the comments. We've got thrilling news regarding Doctor Who, as the 10th Doctor himself, David Tennant, will return alongside Catherine Tate as his companion Donna Noble for the 60th anniversary episode, which will drop in 2023. This comes after the casting announcement of Ncuti Gatwa as the 14th Doctor, as he will continue the role from Jodie Whittaker once she parts the TARDIS. While there's no word on how these two will come back, it sounds very promising, as David Tennant has been missed as his reincarnation of the Doctor. Showrunner Russell T Davies, who revived Doctor Who back in 2005, teased us about how they could return. Maybe this is a missing storyline, or a parallel world, or a dream, or a trick, or a flashback. The only thing I can confirm is that it's going to be spectacular, as two of our greatest stars reunite for the battle of a lifetime. This is amazing, as it is nice to see the 10th Doctor and Donna return after 14 years, and to share the screen together again will be fantastic to see. It will be interesting to see the dynamic he has with the 14th Doctor, as it's likely they'll both encounter one another during this anniversary special. But anyways, what do you think of David Tennant and Catherine Tate making their grand return? Are you excited for the 60th anniversary special? We can only hope for how it turns out. To wrap things up, we've got our first reactions to the upcoming 4th season of Stranger Things, from the lucky few that got to see the first episode during the world premiere, where the entire cast attended. Those in attendance got to see the first 8 minutes of the premiere episode, titled The Hellfire Club, with reviews and leaks being let out as a result. One of the reviews comes from Steve Weintraub, who tells us the 4th episode of Stranger Things 4 is incredible. It's almost an hour and 15 minutes of setup, and I loved it. Instead of rushing into the season, the Duffers take their time and do a lot of character building, not what I expected, and love when that happens. The reviews so far have been overwhelmingly positive, with people calling it amazing and scary, while others refer to the opening scene as the most unexpected and strange show opening to date. But this hasn't stopped people from leaking stills from the first episode. I will let out a massive spoiler warning, as I will be going over huge plot details regarding episode 1. So we see a short clip of our young heroes at a basketball game, where Lucas is one of the players, as well as photos showing where our characters will be in the first episode. We've also gotten huge leaks regarding what the opening scene will entail, as it takes place in September 8th, 1979, as we see Dr. Brenner consulting with one of his test subjects. But a massacre begins to take place in Hawkins' lab, where most of the test subjects are murdered. From the leaked audio and descriptions I've heard, this sounds like a horrifying opening scene that delves into darker territory. It also excites me for what's to come, as every day has brought us to the release of Season 4, as my blood is boiling to finally watch this show after so long. I've been a huge Stranger Things fan, and the show holds a special place in my heart as I've patiently waited on this season to come out for 2 years, so it is amazing that it will finally debut next week. When I watched the first official trailer, I got goosebumps all over my body, and I was going crazy over how epic this season looked. Just wow. I can't believe we're so close to watching it. On this channel, I'm hoping to cover this season the best I can, even if it's a review, a breakdown, or a music video. I want to be as creative as possible, and season 4 offers so much of that. So I can't wait to binge watch the entirety of Stranger Things Volume 1 and 2 when they both release. So what do you think of these first reactions? Are you intrigued by the leaked details surrounding episode 1? How excited are you for season 4 from 1 to 11? Share in the comments. That's it on today's episode. I hope you enjoyed what I had to talk about today. I always love to keep up to date with the world of movies and TV, so if you need any weekly updates, Tuesday Weekly is the right place for you. I can't even describe how excited I am for Stranger Things Season 4, and I'm hoping to do some coverage on the season once it releases. But anyways, this is Roxy Slayer, signing off.